Don't worry, officer. I gave myself permission to go 35 over the speed limit. That's essentially what Trump's DOJ just did about presidential transparency. Remember, Carolyn Leavitt, she's the one that says repeatedly that this is the most transparent president ever. And so to reinforce that, the Office of Legal Counsel at the Department of Justice, which is the internal legal team that produces the official government opinions on what is and what isn't legal, issued an opinion this week concluding that the Presidential Records Act doesn't actually require President Trump to preserve his official communications and records. By the way, that act, the Presidential Records Act, it's a law that was passed after Watergate, specifically because President Nixon tried to destroy his records. In response, Congress said, Nixon, you are a crook and you cannot do that. The law says you have to keep your documents. Yet the opinion, non-binding opinion by the way, from Trump's DOJ says, actually, the president, he can decide what counts as a record. And that DOJ, now led by Todd Blanche, who is Donald Trump's personal criminal defense attorney. This is the man who spent years defending Trump from federal prosecution, is now running the legal team that concluded Trump doesn't have to follow the law and doesn't have to keep evidence. And it happened so fast and in a news cycle so crowded that most people didn't notice it. The White House, again, they say that they are the most transparent administration in American history. The Sunlight Foundation, that tracks transparency, they've tracked the transparency attacks under this administration and has documented dozens of actions. FOIA delays, press access restrictions, deleted public databases, withdrawn reports from agencies, closed public comment processes, and classified information that was previously routine is no longer. American Oversight, another government watchdog, they put out a newsletter this week calling Trump's reign the least transparent administration that they have ever tracked. The administration that hangs Trump's photo on the outside of the DOJ building like a Vegas casino opening is still claiming to be the model of government openness. The administration whose DOJ just said that the president can decide what counts as a record claims to be transparent. You know, we just saw him give a speech over Easter, and they posted the video and deleted it hours later, and they're still claiming to be the most transparent. When an administration does things that are potentially unlawful, and this administration has done a lot of things that the courts have found unlawful, records are how you hold them accountable. The Presidential Records Act, it exists so that the next administration or Congress or the public can find out what happened. And this DOJ opinion saying that the president gets to decide what counts as a record is an opinion saying that the president gets to decide what counts as evidence. So in November, when the Democrats take Congress, and if they do, and they try to conduct oversight, they're going to need records. They're going to need evidence. And the DOJ under Trump just issued an opinion making that evidence optional. Accountability is not optional. And neither are we. So do me a favor. Comment, share, subscribe to this story. That way we can keep holding Donald Trump and his goons accountable.